Yo, so I've been messing with this thing for a minute now. Not a minute. Actually, I tried to record a video and it wasn't coming out properly, so I just deleted it. And I'm gonna try to do it again. Remember this thing? If you don't have one of these, you might want to get one. All right, it's a Melco fast clamp. This, however, when it comes to belts, these belt thingies, I think it's superior to this. Even though this holds a real good tension, the problem is to get it there, it's a little wonky, and I'm gonna try to show it to you. So it needs to be in the machine. To get a real good tension, you want to have it in the machine. Whew, excuse me. You want to have it in the machine, and then you have to unlock it to have the clamp open. Then you have to actually, you can't just put it in here and close it. Okay, so let me just put it in, close it and show it to you. So put it in there and just close it, right? And this thing's freaking hard to close. See that? See how wobbly that is? I hope, let me try to give you a good, see that? Yeah, that's not good. Okay, you can't just put it in and close it. So to put it in properly, to get proper tension on it, that's why I say it's superior. It is superior. This belt clamp is way better than this to do belts. You can get it to do it, this clamp to do the belts, but this is going to be better. Let me show you why. To get tension on this belt, you have to literally apply a ton of pressure on one side of it. So you're going to have to put it in, apply pressure, get the belt going, and then try to close it. I'm telling you, let me turn this because I have to put pressure on this side to get the belt to stiffen on that side. So you got to put pressure on this side, right? So I'm literally pulling a lot of tension on this side of the belt. Then you can close it, and then that will give you the tension. All right, it's a lot of pulling, and it hurts. It really does hurt. See, you get the tension. All right, it's not great tension because you see how there's loose in here, back here's tighter than up here in the front. Okay, back here's tighter than up here in the front. It's just how this thing is designed. I'm not a fan of it because I'm not a fan of doing belts in here. I've never really liked doing belts in here. It does a couple of things. Right in here, you start yanking on the rubber on both sides, right? Because there's so much tension in this belt that it's literally pulling the rubber pieces back on the inside, trying to, friction, whatever you want to call that, elasticity, whatever. Bad. If you don't have a choice, good. If you have a choice, bad. Now I have a choice. I actually have a choice. My choice is using this thing. All right. This is much better, way better at doing these belt things. And I'm gonna show you what I mean here in a second. And you're gonna see it's gonna be a lot easier. See how I'll stretch it on this? And really, you wanna have this thing sitting in the machine, so the machine have it locked in, and then that way you can really yank on this thing and give this piece a good tension. So when you're stitching on it, it's straight, it's flat, and it will just, the machine, the embroidery, it won't dance around when the embroidery machine starts to jump on it, because it literally just jumps on this thing constantly, okay? So that's that's the downside. Now, with this thing, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to put a lot of tension on these belts. A lot. Way more than I thought you would. Way more than I thought you would. So, because my machine holds it like this, and it goes in like so, so the piece that goes right there. Well, I'm gonna start threading the belt from underneath. Piece here, start threading it from underneath, okay? Up, and then over. That's it. Just this piece is a little small piece. You're gonna push it in, push it over, and then it keeps falling out of my hands. Push it in, push it over, and you push it to the end. Okay, and because how the dojo that do these belts want it, they want it right at the very end of this sticker. So this little patch right here, they want the embroidery happen right at the end. So what I'm gonna do is I'll leave a little piece of it out, just like that. Then I'm gonna start applying tension to it. So I'm gonna push it back, push this back. Actually, no, let me flip this around because I want to embroider on that side. All right, so let me flip it around. See? And then that little piece is leave out so I can have that little piece to stitch off of. Then I'm gonna just pull this side up. I'm not gonna censor it yet. I'm not centering it yet. I'm just, getting the belt in position because I still need to do this other side. Just have to get the belt in position. So push this down, put this in, straighten it up a little bit, and you gotta make it look a little nicer. And you lock it in place. That's literally one side. See how simple that is? Just clip, done. Second side, literally the same way. But here's the catch. When you're doing on this side now, the other side, same thing, you can get the little thing. You're gonna go up. And over. Yeah, a long belt. Long belts. And over. Flip it so it's nice and flat. Flat. Start pulling it back. Seriously, just start pulling it back, see? It start to pull itself out, look at that. It start weasel the belt out on its own. Straighten it up a little bit. And if you want more tension than it's already have, like it's already tensioned the belt already, see that? Starting to tension the belt. So if you want a little bit more, all you gotta do is pull the belt down. That's it. Listen to that. That's it. That didn't have to sit there and yank and pull and push, and my finger hurts, and I just pull. And it's easier than I'm trying to show it to you because I'm trying to show it to you. It's a little bit harder. If I was doing this and I was on camera, I'd lean it on something or have it on the table and just pull it and just lock it in place. Because like I said, I was playing with it before I even recorded it, and it took me like maybe a second to lock this thing in place with the good tension on it. It's that quick and easy. I wasn't hurting my finger. I wasn't pushing hard. I just clip, clomp, then it was done. It was done. And that's how simple this is. And as you can see, I'm right where I want to be. My embroidery field is right there. And if I really need to, I can pull back some more of this and I still bring this tag out to here and I'll get my space because this thing barely needs anything to hold on to. When I say it needs barely anything, it needs probably the size of this thing right here. That's probably how much things it needs to hold on to the belt. That's all it needs. Okay, so this is awesome. I really, really like this. I am not going to lie to you. I am glad I don't have to use this thing. This thing's amazing. But this takes the cake. Okay, and it's just for belts. Obviously, it's anything that's long and will fit in this sewing field, and about that much sewing field because you have to take off some of the distance here. You don't want your machine going close to this. Okay, so it's about somewhere around here somewhere. But beyond that, if it will fit in here, you can stitch it, and you don't have to fight to put it in here. Win, win, win for me and the person who made this. Thank you, and for the company that sent this to me, triple thank you. Okay, this is amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna enjoy doing these belts because I was planning on doing it on this thing. Hold on. All right, so now if I had this belt in here wrong, because here's a superior part of this thing. I can bring the camera up a little bit more now. Here's the superior part of this thing. If this belt is not straight across here and I need to adjust it, I'm gonna have to go through the whole tensioning and pulling and adjusting all over again. I can't just slide this down to adjust it. I mean, I can try to, but then you're gonna ruin, let me show it to you, this rubber, this thing in here, you're gonna ruin all of that. All right, and you don't wanna do that. It's not worth it. Okay, so adjusting this is not the easiest thing to do. If you didn't adjust it the first time, you're gonna have to go through the whole tensioning all over again. So if you put it on one side, you gotta put it in one side, and then if you do this side, and then you didn't adjust it properly, you need to go to adjust this side because it's not in the right position. It's a pain to adjust it. Not here. To adjust this, flip it over and just pull it over. That's it. That's how you adjust it to get it aligned with the other side. And with the other side, same thing. You just take it. I want to see that I'm adjusting it. Look. That's it. That's the adjustment. So you can adjust both sides without ever losing your tension. I love it. And it's sturdy too, so that it's sturdy. It really is sturdy. It's stainless steel and you can feel like it's not gonna break at all. My hands love the creator of this thing right now. I'll tell you, when you apply so much tension on this, you have to apply extra tension on this so it holds and don't slip. Especially, again, your needle is going to be jumping constantly on this. So it's be constantly tugging on both sides of this rail. So if the tension on these clamps are not tight enough, you're going to lose the tension in your belt, and that's going to create number havoc on your stitching. But with this, I don't have to fight. The only time I'm gonna have to fight is to lock it in place and to open it. That's the only two times I have to fight with this. So that's what this is about. Okay, you gotta. If you don't own one of these, I'm telling you, if you don't own one of these, you might want to get one, especially if you do these belt things. And I'm gonna show you what else I'm gonna do with this thing here. As soon as I'm done with all these belts and I actually start doing other projects, yeah, you're gonna see what I'm gonna take this thing to an entirely new level. I'm gonna do other things with this thing. Like I told you, I do keychains. And I know for a fact, let me go get one. And I know for a fact, I'm gonna love to put these keychains in this thing. As you can see, it will fit. The keychains will fit. I am going to love making keychains on this thing. I am going to absolutely love it. As you can see, my keychains, I already did. Let me take this off here for a second. Look at this. My keychain. Okay, my certified crazy person keychains. All right. And this, I'm going to love to put that bad boy right in here and stitch the crap out of them. Because why? It's going to be so much easier and the tension is going to be so much better. Because I had the same issue with this, and yes, I was doing keychains with this too, because I don't have a hoop small enough to hoop this at the width and length that I needed at. So I was using this to make my keychains. So now I can actually transition from using this to this. Better. Yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. Telling you, look for videos, man. I'm gonna be making a bunch of videos with this thing. All right, see you in the next one. Oh, the next one is probably gonna be me stitching stuff out on here and show you how it works. And here's the sad part. I don't even know if there's a I might actually have to call Melco. I might Look all Melco. Because I don't even know that this thing is in my Melco software. I might have to actually make a custom hoop in the software just for this hoop. That's gonna be fun. Stay tuned.